أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you all to this online Quran class. Can I request anyone who can unmute and recite this prayer for me so we can start? Anyone? Assalamu alaikum. Azan.
Assalamu alaikum. Shall I do it?
Okay, yeah, sure. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
وعليكم السلام. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي علمني ما هو خير عندك. Oh my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge.
Jazakumullah, thank you very much. And today's lesson is very important, and we will go through now. And inshallah ta'ala, I will repeat this lesson next week as well, maybe a couple of weeks, so we learn it everyone is quite confident before moving forward. So today's lessons is the rules of waqf. Okay, what's the meaning of waqf? Arabic word waqf. Its meaning is a stop or pause. The word waqf means stop. Yes, and during the recitation, why do we pause or stop? There are three. I've seen there are three reasons. There may be more, but when I was writing, preparing these slides, I can only think of these three reasons when we pause. First reason, when there is a due to the end of a verses in the Quran is ending and we pause there. And second reason I can see is there's some time in between the text, in between the verse, there is a remove kaf, a small letter meme is written. This meme is written, which means compulsory stop, and that's the reason we stop there. Or sometime we just stop because of shortness of breath. And in that particular case, we need to restart from a meaningful word rather than just starting from the place we just stopped due to the when we out of breath. So remember, pausing always should be at the end of a meaningful sentence if we are doing a pause without a verse or without a this removal kaf sign meme, which is a compulsory pause. Lazmi, compulsory pause there. So if we see ayat sign, which is sometime a round circle, then we it's a sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He used to pause each and every verse, and then we can stop here. Sometime we can continue as well from the, but sometime we pause because of this sign, and sometime we pause because we cannot continue short of breath, and the verse is very long, and then we have to pause in between somewhere. So we need to follow certain rules if we have to pause, or we are going to stop on any word. Then we need to follow those some rules, and we are learning today those rules, how we can stop correctly, how we can pause correctly on any word. So there are three cases of waqf. If you have to stop somewhere even on the verse or in the middle of the verse, you need there are three things can happen. Number one, when we stop on a word, the last letter will be muted, will the letter, the sign on that particular letter will change into sukoon sign. Like if we have a short vowel ba, and we are going to stop on that ba letter with the fatha on it, then that letter will change into sukun. That fatha will change a sukun sign. And second case, where any sign, when we stop there, that sign change into vertical fatha or alif madda, meaning we need to recite that word last letter up to 2 seconds. And third case, where there will not be any change, we pause or we don't pause, we continue or we pause. Same thing, it will be recited as same as it is. So there are three cases. One, the last letter will be muted. Second, where the last letter will be read as according to vertical fatha or haruful madda. Or the third thing, alif madda. Or third case is where there will not be any change. We have to recite as it is. Nothing will change. Now, when we see the text of the Holy Quran, we come across these signs, fatha, kasra, and dhamma. And then fathatan, kasratan, dhammatan. And then sukoon, haruful leen, and haruful madda. So all these green, fatha, kasra, dhamma, kasratan, dhammatan, they can appear at the end of fathatan. All these signs can appear at the end of a word. So out of these 6 signs or strokes, you only fathatan, just leave fathatan alone. Rest all 5 will change into sukoon. If any letter at the end of a word carries fatha, that will change into sukoon. Any word ending with a letter carrying kasra, that will change into sukoon. Any letter with dhamma sign will change into sukoon. Kasratan, two kasras will change into sukoon, and 2 dhammas will change into sukoon. But fathatan, 2 zabar on the top, will always change into vertical fatha. 2 seconds. We will recite 2 seconds. Yes. And all these blues cases where if any word is ending with a letter which is already mute with the sukoon sign, nothing will change. And if any word is ending on haruful leen, and we know that what are the haruful leen? Anyone can tell me haruful leen or haruful madda? You can unmute yourself and let me know what are haruful leen and what are haruful madda. It seems to be I have asked a very difficult question, but it's a very simple one.
Is haruful leen ya and waw?
Yes, and what are the conditions? Ya and waw, exactly. Those are the called haruful leen.
There has to be a kasra before?
No. Ya and waw should have sukoon sign.
Yeah.
And the preceding letter should have fatha on it.
Oh.
That are the haruful leen, yes?
Yeah.
But well done, you can recognize what are the haruful leen. And what are haruful madda?
Alif, ya, and waw.
Yes. And can you please explain the condition of those haruful madda? Because we have revised so many times. They're only done, so I was just thinking it should be remembered by heart now.
I think what it is when we see it in the Quran, we know what to do. But I'm still learning to. I still find it difficult to remember how to describe the rule.
Wa Islam. Okay, there's another one who can help me to find what are the haruful madda.
So one is alif. The preceding letter should have a fatha on it, and then alif should have no sign on it.
Okay, well done.
And then when is ya, the preceding letter should have kasra on it.
And ya.
And then waw should have.
What should be on ya?
Yeah, there should be sukoon sign on ya.
Well done. And wow, like B, excellent. Ma, me, mu. You know,
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Yes. And what wow?
Wow, the preceding letter should have a Dhamma on it.
Yeah. Well done. Thank you very much. Excellent. That's the how, because you know that if you want to remember, I gave you an example. Utina. You remember one word, then you quickly recognize how you can describe the haruful madda. Or you can just remember like this: ma, me, mu. Then you quickly recognize what are the haruful madda. Okay, that's and the next. So fatha, kasra, dhamma, kasratan, dhammatan will change into spoon sign. Fatha tan will change into vertical fatha, and sukoon sign will remain same. Haruful leen will remain same. Haruful madda will remain same. We will recite as it is. All these blue cases. But one exception is here: round ta and round ha, where it is called taya marbuta as well. It when it comes with the fatha, it comes with the dhamma, it comes with the kasra, kasra tan, whatever. That round ta will change into sakin ha all the time. All cases, round ta will change into round ha, spoon or sign on it. That's the only thing you need to remember. Otherwise, it's quite easy. You know, fatha, kasra, dhamma, fatha tan, kasra tan, dhamma tan. You can just omit this fatha tan. All five will change into spoon, and only fatha tan will change into vertical fasra, vertical fatha, sorry. And the sukoon will remain same, huruful leen like remain same, and huruful madda will remain same. So now I will show you the examples. You can quickly just remember this matrix, you know, fatha, kasra, dhamma, kasra tan, dhamma tan, sukoon, fatha tan, vertical fatha, and sukoon, huruful leen, or huruful madda remains the same, and round ta will change into ha. That's only if you remember those four things. There are only four things you to remember, and then your school work will be perfect. Now look, number one, no change if last letter is a sakin letter, already sakin letter, all huruful madda or huruful leen. And if last letter carries fatha tan, it will change to alif or vertical fatha. Or if all other signs will change to sukoon like fatha, kasra, dhamma, or kasratan or dhammatan. I have explained in the previous now. If you remember this slide, just remember colors as well, and then you will quickly apply on this now. First, I think I told you the exception. Round ta and ha is an exception. Whatever sign or stroke is there, it will always change into sakin ha. So this first word is manatan, round ta with fatha tan on it. But when we will stop on this word, we will say mana ha sound at the end. This one is dhamma tan. Look, bas gishavatun. But as soon as we are going to stop on this word, this will change into gishava. And then next is tin. But this kasratan, as soon as we stop on this word, this will be changed into sakin ha. Tin. Change will into khatiya. Qur'anahu. But as soon as we will going to stop here, it will be Qur'anah. An nash'ata. An nash'ah. Lam yantahi. Lam yantah. Rabbihi. 2 seconds here. But as soon as we're going to stop here, then Rabbi. So this ha or this ta and ha, this remember, whatever sign you don't, you just need to recognize it's a round ta or round ha. It will change into a sakin ha. That's the first need. I told you, you need to remember 4 things. The first thing is you need to remember round ta. It is called ta'a marbuta. Round ta, round ha. Ha mudavra. So you need to remember whatever sign is on the top of it, it always change into a sakin ha. That's the number 1 thing. Number 2, we all fatha, kasra, dhamma, kasra tan or dhamma tan. These 5 signs will change into sukun. So this raib, yaumi, last mutharak letter is mi. If as soon as we are going to pause on this one, that will be yaum. Wal fathu. When we are going to stop, last mutharak letter will change into sukun. Wal fath. And shakkun, shak. Ma'kulin, ma'kul. So these 5, fatha, kasra, dhamma, kasra tan, dhamma tan, all these 5 will turn into a sukun. Letter will be same, and that we just need to replace that sign with the sukun sign. That's the number 2. Number 3, I told you fatha tan, 2 zabar on the top of at the end. Then we need to replace one. We will take off 1 fatha, and it will be recited as 1 alif, ra, alif madda, like makdura. This one, lu'an, lu'lu'a. This one, nisa'an. So this will be turned into a vertical fatha. So we will say nisa'a maulan. This will turn into vertical fatha. Maula. So third thing is fatha tan will change into vertical fatha or alif madda. So in this case madda, makdura. This case lo vertical fatha. This one vertical fatha, here vertical fatha. So now we have learned 3 things. The 4th thing is if the last letters are haruful madda or haruful leen, then those or sakin, already sakin, those we will read as it is. No change will happen. So waskuru, this is, look, this is haruful madda. Then when we are going to stop on this one, it will still same as waskuru. So Rabbi, it will stay as it is. Rabbi. Sabili, it will stay as it is. Sabili, jallaha. 2 seconds, but stop, same. La ta saw, haruful leen. Look, waw with sukun and sa with fatha. Ta, la ta saw remain same. Kotelat, already sukun, remain same. Uzlifat, already sakin, remain same. But remember these vertical signs, ishbaiya, fatha ishbaiya, kasra ishbaiya, dhamma ishbaiya are actually the alternate way of writing of a haruful madda. But these will never ever appear at the end of the word apart from haruful muqatta'at. The disjointed letters like here, these 2. Taha. Vertical fatha we can say at the end of the ha. So you will read as it is. You will not change anything. And these usually do not appear at the end of the word apart from huruful muqatta'at. And this one, vertical fatha, but last mutharak letter carries vertical matha, but it is the next is a blank ya. So in this case, it will stay as it is, vertical fatha, because of this blank ya at the end. So yata matta, if you stop it, it will stay as it is. Yes, and you stop it, or you can continue. In both cases, it will be recited yes, 2 seconds. Now remember, I will give you these 4 things you need to remember. These are the basic rules for learning the pause. How you can pause correctly. but there are few things to remember. And if, like, the last letter carrying a fatha sign, but next is a blank ya. In the last example here, I show you here, the same will, if fatha, this blank ya is called alif maksura. So when we continue, it will be pronounced as a fatha. But as soon as we going to pause on that word, then it will be al-ala, 2 second, vertical fatha, al-ala. Then this will be al-ala, because it is maybe, if we are going to stop, continuous, maybe there is another word, al-lazina, for example. But as soon as you're going to stop there, then this lam will take vertical fatha. This is called alif maksud, blank ya, but it has to be after blank ya. Fatha, because we have learned here, look, fatha will take sukoon sign. But if fatha and the next is a blank ya, then it will take vertical fatha. That's the special note you need to remember. And then another special note, we learned that a ruful madda and a ruful leen. But if we are going to pause on last word, and like here we are going to mute here noon, but before noon is a haruful madda. So that is, this situation is called maddul arid waqfi, because we are going to stop. For these kind of mad can be prolonged, but if you can, we are going to mute, but you can prolong it more than usual, like the situation. So you can prolong it for 2 seconds, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, up to 6 seconds. It depends on how long you're doing recitation. So Maliki Yawmiddin, you can prolong like this because of this haruful madda here. But last noon will be muted with the sukoon sign. Similarly here, how, because of haruful leen, last letter is going to be muted because of the, we know kasra will be muted, the kasra tan will be muted, but because before this muted letter is a haruful leen, so we can prolong it for a little bit longer. Similarly here, khalidun, when we stop it, you can prolong. If you are not going to stop here, then this will be 2 second haruful madda, and you will say hum fiha khalidun na, khaliduna, 2 second here and 1 second na. But as soon as you are going to stop here, this noon fatha will change into noon sakin, and then you can prolong it as 2, 3, 4 seconds, because then this haruful maddul waqf can apply. Hum fiha khalidun. And next here, sometimes, when we stop here, the last letter has got a tashdid. So we pronounce it, then, but last tashdid, you remember, always has got 2 letters. One is a sukoon letter, and one is a mutaharrak letter. So ya is tashdid, means ya is written twice. Once ya is already sukoon, and once ya is with dhamma. So remember, when the last ya with dhamma will be muted, so there will be 2 ya with sukoon. So you need to remember that, you need to pronounce that ya as well. An-nabiyyu, an-nabi, an-nabi, yes. And similarly, if it's a gunna, then you yazunnu, yazun, that gunna sound will remain there. Yazunnu, yazun. And similarly, kalkala letters we have learned, if there are 5 kalkala letters, kutubu jad, kaf, ta, ba, dal, and jim. If those letters are at the end of a word, so their little jerk we will pronounce with a little bit of, there's a moving letters. The na'budu, na'bud. Because this dal, when comes with sukoon, it will be a haruful kalkala, then we will say na'budu, na'bud. So next, you need. I think that will be too much for today. I think we need to just carry on these 4 things first. Now, I will request, look, these 3 things, 4 things you need to remember. If anyone can come now, 4 things to remember. Number 1, ta marbuta, round ta will change always with sukoon ha. Number 2, fatah kasra dhamma, kasra ten, dhamma ten always turn into sukoon, last letter. And then fatah ten will change into vertical kasra or alif madda. So these 4 conditions we will apply here one by one. And can you please unmute yourself and come to recite this? This is column is an example where no change will happen. This first column. Second column, you'll see the 5 letters at the end are changing into a spoon. And this column is a fatah tan will change into vertical fatah or alif madda. Everything is written. There is no need to worry about. You just need to, it's a practice, and then I will come to the where there's no, this hint is there. Can you please come forward? Anyone? Abdul Shah?
I'll do it.
Okay, little bit loudly, please.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كورت.
And because of this, last letter is already sakin, and if we stop it, it will remain same. Yes.
Yeah. But would you do kalkala here a bit?
No, ta is not a kalkala.
Oh,
that's yeah. Kuverat. There's no second. If it's a ta, second ta, thick one, then you say kuverat.
Kuwirat.
Excellent.
Yom. Oh, downwards. Okay, I was going to go across. Hushirat.
Not hushira.
Hush.
If there's no tashdid, so we are not joining together. Ha should be separate, sheen should be separate.
Hushirat.
Yes, hushira. Yeah.
Hushirat. And not. Are we going downwards?
Yes. At the moment, we are learning no change. The reason, just quickly recognize why we are not going to change. Because look, this is the last letter is already muted. It will not change. Now this letter is a haruful madda, and we have learned no change will happen, so it will remain same.
Amanu Sadri Liqa'ana Ikra.
Yeah, there's a little bit soft jerk here.
Ikra. Irji.
No changing is a haruful madda.
So irji'i. Irji'i.
Yes.
Ibadi.
Yes.
Qu.
Yes.
Rubama.
Yes.
Da'watukuma. Zilzalaha.
Yes.
Udkhulu.
Yes.
Tawasaw.
Yeah, tawasaw. Yes, haruful madda. Haruful leen, haruful madda.
Tawasaw.
So now you can see we have learned there will not be any change if the last letter is already sakin or last letter is a haruful madda and the last is a haruful leen. No change. Now come to this column where we were going to change. Something will change to sukoon. There are only 3 conditions I mentioned you. Something will change to from mutaharrak to sakin. There will not be any change, or fatah tan will change into vertical fatah or alif madda. So second column is representing where the mutaharrak letters are changing into sakin letter. Please continue.
Shall I continue or just somebody else?
Yeah, please.
Yom.
No, just read first
Okay.
without stopping and
Okay.
give the reason, because meme has kasra, so that's why I'm gonna mute. Just explain and just continue from like this.
I'll try. This is waqf is something I find a bit difficult to
No, don't worry. Don't worry. You will be quite happy after this lesson.
Yawmi, yawm. So this happens because of the kasra underneath.
Yes.
Okay. Na'budu, na'bud.
Yes.
So again,
Because
of
dhamma change into sukoon. Yes.
Raiba, raib. That
Fatha
happens.
changing into sukoon. Okay, I will just read it. I will let you.
Rabbihi, Rabbi.
Here I told you round ta, round ha is always changed into sakin. So rabbihi will be changed into rabbi. Next one.
I was going to say, I'm actually finding it useful that you're saying this.
Yeah.
It's helping
Okay.
me.
No, I will say yeah.
Yeah. Lahu, lah.
Again, round ha with inverse dhamma. I told you in round ta, round ha, whatever sign or stroke on the top, always change into sukoon. Look here. Lahu change into lah. Next one.
Manatan, mana.
Why we are changing this round ta with fatatan? Even fatatan, look here changing with vertical, but round ta, even fatatan will change into a sukoon.
And what did you say this was called? It had a name. I forgot.
Ta marbuta.
Marbuta.
Yeah.
Okay, she'll go on the next one. Thalathatun, thalatha.
Yeah, because of this ta is a round ta changing into again ha. Look.
As-salati, as-salah.
Yeah.
Because of the round ta. It's because of the round ta. Shakun, shak.
Excellent. You know, this kaf is not a dot one, so there will not be any kalkala. Excellent reciting. Well done.
Ma'in, ma.
Look, this dhammatan change into sukoon. Kasratan is changing into sukoon as well. Yes?
Yeah. Nusawiya.
Not yeah. Just 1 second. Yeah.
Nusawiya. Nusawi.
Well done. This ya, simple fatha is changing into sukoon.
Wal fathu. Wal fat.
Yeah. Ha sound at the end. Wal fat.
Wal fat.
Well done. Ha, look, this ha is a different ha, but because of dhamma changing into sukoon. This one.
G-A.
Yeah.
I can't. G.
This hamza, like I told you, hamza is a very special letter which sometimes takes on the top of waw, sometime on the top of alif, sometime on the top of ya. So we will not concentrate on ya. This is hamza, G, and this hamza will change into sakin hamza. So there a soft jerk will be applied here. Yes.
G. So this will be G like that.
Yeah. Yes. At the end is the soft jerk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, ma'kul, same thing. Oh, it's already there. Yes. Next one.
Ma'kul.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah. Ma'kulin. Ma'kul.
Well done. So these all you see different signs are changing into sukoon. Every single one is changing into sukoon. Now this is the separate, fatha tan is a separate thing. We need to remember. Fatha tan is all alone separate thing. It will change into either vertical fatha or alif badda. Yes. So sound will be now read this one, please. Anyone else? So.
Yep, I'll go for it.
Yeah, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Isha'a.
No, no, first read without stopping and then how to stop it.
Okay, sorry. Isha'a.
An,
Isha'an. Isha'a.
no, I said this fatha tan will change into vertical fatha, or you in some cases it will you will replace top fatha with the alif. So nisa an will change into nisa 2 seconds and you stop it. Yeah.
Okay. Nisha'an. Nisha'a.
Ah,
Nisha'a.
yes,
Saja.
yes,
Saja.
well done. So
Ma.
we learned that this fatha, normal fatha, if this last mutharak letter is a fatha, that fatha will change into like this skoon, like this ba is changing with skoon. But this last mutharak letter, next we have a alif maksura, ya sign, ya letter. So this will change into alif, not this one. This will change into alif. Saja, then Saja, excellent. Next one, please. The next word.
Ma'an.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'a.
Yeah,
Nida'an. Nida'a.
yes.
Mukiban.
Why Mukiban? Where is the ya?
No, sorry. Mukiban.
No. You know what we learned about wasl, the shadda and the skoon. The shadda letter with tashdid always join with the previous vowel letter. Yes. So we will this kaf with kasra will straight joining with this ba with tashdid. No elongation in between.
Okay, so it's going to be Mukiban.
Mukibban.
Mukiban.
Yeah.
Mukib. No, sorry.
No.
Mukiba.
Mukibba.
Mukiba.
Yeah. No,
Lulu'an.
no, we will not recite wow. Just ignore wow. Hamza with sukoon sign.
Lulu'an.
Lu'an.
Lu'lu'an. Lulu'a.
Lu'a.
Lulu'a.
This one.
Afwajan. Afwaja.
Ja. Same amount of
Afwaja.
time wa here. Same amount of time here ja hai.
Afwaja.
Yes.
Jajra. No, Jajrang.
Zaj.
Zazrang. Zazra. Zikrang. Zikra. Dairang. Daira. Al al ala. No, no, sorry. Al ala.
Yeah.
Al ala.
Why ala?
No,
A is
ala. Yeah, sorry. Al ala.
no. This last la is 2 seconds. Will turn into a alif madda, but this al will be 1 second. A will be 1 second. This
Al ala. Al
la
ala.
is la is la is 2 seconds. Yeah.
Al ala. No, sorry. Al ala.
Yes.
Is that all right? Yeah.
Yeah.
naran, nara,
Yes.
tazala,
Tajalla,
tazalla, tajalla,
tajalla.
tajalla, tajala,
No, why tajala?
tazala.
No, this jim is going to join with lam.
It's going to be tazalla,
Yes.
musaffan, musaffa.
Well done. Now just give me 4 things you need to remember when you rules of work. 4 things. Step 1, step 2, step 3.
The first one. Sorry, let me just admit this one. Okay.
I can if you don't know, I can revise with you. Or if you want to tell me, just let me know. Yes.
No, there's no change when when you are stopping at a sakin, isn't it? A sukun, sorry.
No, first thing you to remember the exception thing. The round ta, round ha will always change into sakin ha. Number 1 you need to remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Number 2, fatha, kasra, dhamma, kasra tan or dhamma tan, like 2 kasra, 2 dhamma will change into
Sukun.
sukun.
Yeah.
Number 3, you need to remember fatha tan will change into always vertical fatha or alif madda. Yes. Number 4, if already last letter is a sakin letter or last letter is a madda letter or last letter is a lean letter, we will recite as it is. No change will happen.
Okay.
Yes, 4 things. Now next one, please. First, let me know these 4 things and just we will practice here. Now I will ask separately. Next one, please. Anyone?
Mr. Adam, please, can you unmute yourself?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Okay, let me know 4 steps you need to remember for the correct pause.
Okay, so first one, if it's a round ta or ha, it will always end with a sakin ha.
Well done.
And then fataha, kasra, dhamma, fatatain and kasratain will always,
Kasratain and dhammatain
kasratain and dhammatain always end with sukun.
will change into sukun. Yes.
Will change to sukun.
Yes. Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3, if it's
last letter carries fatatain.
If the last letter fatatain, it changes.
It will change into
sometimes alif of vertical pattern. Assalamu alaikum. Can I continue, please?
Please. Sorry about that. I don't know.
That's okay. So if the last letter ends with sorry, can you remind me that one again? The third rule.
Yeah. Third thing, if last letter carrying fatatan, that will change into vertical fatah or alif madda.
Okay. Okay.
And the 4th point. If the last letter is already sakin or huruful madda or huruful lean, no change. We will read as it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, 90% will change into sukun. You see, and the other this will change into only this and this case will change into a vertical fatah or alif madda. So only 2, technically speaking, you will see the mostly change into a sukun, last letter, and only 2 places where it will be vertical fatah or alif madda. That's it. That's so easy to remember. Now I will ask you, how read this one, please.
Ma'an.
How you will stop it?
Ma'a.
Well done. Just read this one.
Afwajan.
Yes. How you will stop it?
Afwaja.
Just read this one.
Lika'ana.
Now stop it.
Lika'ana.
Excellent. No change will happen. Reason, this is already a Ruful Madda, and we learned that a Ruful Madda will not change. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, and this one.
Ma'in.
Now stop it here.
Ma.
Ma. Okay. Now this one.
Which one, please?
This one.
Okay. Tawasaw.
Again. Sorry.
Tawasaw.
So little bit longer.
Tawasaw.
And now stop it.
Tawasaw. The same thing.
Okay. Well done. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah. Now next one, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Can I have a go?
Yes, please. Okay, first you need to let me know because I forgot 4 rules.
So if there's a round tha or a round ha at the end of the letter, it will change into a sakin ha.
Well done.
And if there's the last harf has fatha, kasra, dama, kasratain, and damatain, it will also change into a sukun sign.
Well done. Well done.
And any like ishbaya signs that do not appear that do not appear at the end of the muqatta'at haruf, that will also change into sukun sign.
No, no. Just leave alone those things at the moment. Yeah, just leave alone. Just last letter. If last letter is a sakin letter or ruful madda, like this one, or like this, or ruful leen, there will not be any change.
And if it's a fathatain, it will change into the vertical fatha, which will be read for 2 seconds.
Excellent. That's the how simple it is. So just remember 4 things on your fingertips.
Okay.
You will never ever forget how to pause correctly. Yes.
Yes.
Now, just read this one, please.
Zajran.
Well, how you will stop it?
Zajra.
What was the reason to prolong it?
Because of the fathatain. It will change into
many things. And this one?
Manatan.
How you will?
Mana.
Why we safata tan? But why you are changing it to school?
Because it's a round ta, so that will change into a sakun ha.
MashaAllah, well done. Thank you very much. Now this one.
As-salati.
Yes.
So
stop
it will as-salah.
Well done. And this one.
Rubama.
Stop it now.
Rubama.
No change.
No change because the last letter is a haruful mad.
No, this one.
Udkhulu.
This one.
Tawasaw.
Now pause it.
Tawasaw.
No change.
No change because of haruful leen. Sorry, haruful leen.
Yeah, MashaAllah. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Jazakallah.
Next one, please.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yes, can you please let me know 4 cases where how you can correctly pause on a word?
Okay. So if there is a round ta at the end, then it will change to fatha. Fatha, kasra, dhamma.
No. First. Round ta will change into what?
If there's a round ta,
yeah, go on.
yes. So it will be pronounced as at the end as ha.
Sakin ha. Whatever sign or stroke on it, you will change into a sakin ha. Yes.
All right.
Round ta. Like this. This
Okay.
is round ta. This is round ha. Yes. Whatever sign it's inverse dhamma will change into sakin. Dam fatatan change into sakin. Dhammatan will change into sakin. Just look, kasra change into sakin. This ha will is the exception. Now the second rule, what we need to remember.
Sorry, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second
Which
thing,
one are you?
First thing you told me.
Okay. So second. Okay. So second is if there is fatha, kasra, dhamma, fathatain or kasratain, then it will
kasratain or
change to
dhammatain.
sukun.
Yes. Well done. And the third?
And then if the last letter carries fathatain, then it will change to vertical fatha.
Yes.
And then when there is huruf in mad or huruf in lean, it remains the same.
Or sakin.
Or sakin.
That will remain same.
Yes. And then the last one is I can't remember.
No, forget that at the moment. These four rules you remember. Yeah. If you remember these four, that's enough for the moment. Because I shouldn't go into that far today, but it is by mistake. Sorry. But we need to learn this first. Until we are good, confident about this, we will not move forward. Okay. Next one. Also, you haven't read it yet. So just read this one, please. Just read this one for me, please.
Okay. Mukibba.
No, just read first without pausing.
Okay. Mukibban.
Yes. Now pause it.
Mukibba.
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 Okay. Now this one.
Raiba.
Now pause on it.
Raib.
Yes, raib. This is Ruful Kalkala.
Raib.
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 Raib. Okay, this one. Look, dal with dhamma. What will happen to it when you pause and
Na budu.
now pause it on it?
Na budu.
Yes. Today we are practicing here. You know that this Asharia is there. You can get a clue from here. But next week, inshallah ta'ala, I will repeat this one. But these will not be there for you to guess. But then you need to remember all these four rules. And then inshallah ta'ala, you will be able to pause nicely and correctly. Next one, please. One more, and then inshallah we will finish the class. Come on. Is there anyone else who would like to read or? Walaikum salam. Okay, can you please let me know the four cases to remember for the correct pausing?
Okay, the first one, if there's a round ta or a round ha, the ending letter will change to a sakin ha.
Yes. Number two.
If there is a dhammatain or kasratain, it will change to a sukun.
Yes. And what will happen with fatah, kasra, and dhamma? All these five, fatah, kasra, dhamma, and dhammatain, or kasratain will change into a sakin letter.
Okay.
Sukoon, yes?
Okay.
And the third?
And if there's a fathatain on the end of the word, it will change to a vertical kasra?
No, vertical fatha.
Sorry, vertical fatha or
Alif madda.
Alif, yeah, with the R sound. Alif.
And the fourth thing? When there is no change.
If there's a sukoon or haruful madda or haruful lean, there will be no change.
Yes, many thanks. Now, just could you please read this for me?
Riba a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ibadi.
No longer ibadi. 2 seconds here, 2 seconds here. Yeah?
Ibadi.
Now stop it here. Or you gonna pause here?
Ibadi.
No change.
Yeah.
Okay. Now read this one for me, please.
Afwajan.
Not Jan. Afwajan.
Afwajan.
Yes. Stop it now, please. Or you gonna pause? On.
Afwaja.
Well done. And this one?
Manatan.
Yes. How you gonna pause on this word?
Mana.
Why? It's a fatha tan on it. Why you are? It's not fatha tan?
Yeah.
Fatha tan. Sorry? Still, okay. You still read correctly. I try to convert your diversion because this is fatha tan. Is fatha tan here as well, but this is a round ta. That's why we are still changing into a ha, sakin ha, not vertical ha. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I forgot that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jazakumullah, for attending today. I hope today's lesson will make sense when you read at home. But don't worry, we will repeat next 2 weeks. Inshallah Ta'ala, I will concentrate on these rules, and then we will go straight to the Quran as well. And then I will ask you on the how you can apply these 4 rules easily. Okay, see you all next Tuesday, same time, 7 o'clock, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.